Greetings, my name is Ray, and I go by DJ Raedawn, and I'm a hip-hop DJ. I also DJ all different types of music, all different styles. And hip-hop, a lot of people say, started with the DJs, and the DJ is pretty much the backbone. When we say backbone, we're talking about the spine, is the backbone of hip-hop. And since the 70s, people were going to the parks and playing music for everybody to dance to. And hip-hop DJs were different than the other DJs because they decided to start playing all types of music. Most DJs at the time were just playing disco or soul music or funk. But the hip-hop DJs, for example, Cool DJ Herc, started playing all different types of music, like funk, rock, jazz, even maybe a break from like metal, even cartoon records. So they would get records from anywhere that sounded good, and they started mixing them together. And so the important thing about hip-hop to understand is that it's about bringing a lot of different things from all over the world together. And that's what the DJs started doing. So they brought sounds from all over, and they made a new style of music that is composed of all different elements. And, Hello? Okay, great. So yeah, hip-hop is composed of a lot of different elements. And to this day, you can't really pinpoint means put your finger on, or it means find exactly what hip-hop is, because it's always changing. Most music genres, you can figure out what it is, and it only lasts like maybe 10 years, maybe 20 years. But hip-hop keeps lasting because it keeps changing. And another part of the changes in hip-hop, a lot of that happened with, in New York, is the birthplace of hip-hop. The government in New York cut funding to the schools. And when the schools didn't have the funding, they cut the music programs first. So the kids in the late 70s didn't have music programs in the Bronx and a lot of parts of hip-hop. They cut the art programs. The city was trying to save money. So the people weren't learning how to play instruments. They didn't have any instruments around them, any musical instruments. Hello? Okay, it's working. So what they did was they made their own instruments. And what they did was they just took what was around them. They took turntables and started making beats out of the turntables. And they would take two turntables and a mixer. This is a turntable, this is a mixer. And they would take two of them and they would play a song and they would loop them together. And that's how modern music was created. Because most music that you hear, even if it's not hip-hop, was influenced by hip-hop. Even if it's trance or techno, you go to a club, they're looping music. And the hip-hop people were the first to really start looping music. And what a loop means, a loop is is going back and forth over and over again, repeating something over and over again. And there's a lot of words in hip-hop that we use. I'll start off with the word DJ. A lot of people say that they first started saying that in Jamaica because a lot of hip-hop DJs like Cool Herc that I spoke of were from Jamaica. And there's a lot of immigrants in New York. There's people from all around the world. And those Jamaican DJs came to New York and they started playing parties. And DJ literally means disc jockey. And disc is like this. This is a disc. A disc can mean, a record disc, but a disc can also mean like in the Olympics, when they throw a disc, or a frisbee, that's also a disc. And jockey means like when you have a person that rides a horse, and they have a race, like a horse jockey. So the horse jockey rides the horse, and they try to go the fastest. Well, the disc jockey rides the beat, and they're riding the disc. And there's some other terms that I'm going to go through that are kind of interesting that I'm sure a lot of you have heard hip-hop songs, and you might not know what they're saying in the song. Just like when I hear a lot of Spanish songs, and I hear them singing it, I know a little bit of Spanish, but a lot of times I don't understand because I don't know the slang. So I'm going to go over a little bit of hip-hop slang that can help you understand hip-hop a little bit better. So you might hear a lot of people say homie. That means friend. You might also hear somebody say fam. That's short for family. And when they say fam, that's just like their friend. And I think homie probably comes more from like hombre or something like that, and even in French. But another word you might hear a lot is mad. Somebody might say, I have mad records. Like I have mad records, I've got mad styles, I have mad. Mad literally means crazy. Like if somebody's crazy, in normal English, mad means crazy. Like, oh, that person's mad, that person's crazy. Or that person's mad at you, like they're really mad. But in hip hop, mad means something else. Mad means that you have a lot of something. It just means that you have a lot. It doesn't mean that you're crazy or you're mad at that you're angry. It means that you have a lot. So you could say, I have mad relatives. I have a lot of people in my family. I have mad relatives. So that's mad. And another word is hella. People on the West Coast that like hip hop say different things than people on the East Coast. And people in the South say even different things. And hella means also the same as mad, like I have a lot of. So I can say I have hella records. Or I can have hella relatives. Alright? And yeah, that's it. Great. Okay, yeah, I'll do a little demonstration. And DJs came up with their own words and a lot of different terminology for their own styles. And a lot of the styles are very aggressive that they name them. They name them a lot of names that are very, very aggressive. So for instance, a lot of the names have to do with knives, with cuchillos. So they'll say stab, they'll say cut, they'll say slice, all things that you would do with a knife. They apply that to the turntable. So, and also like, let's say, like break. Yeah, a lot of words that have kind of aggressive undertones. So I'll show you what a stab is. That's a stab. And I'll show you what a slice is. That's a slice. And a cut can mean anything. A cut is just all different types of scratches. And also the word scratch. They invented that word. Usually when we say scratch, it means like, oh, you're scratching your head. Or you're scratching your arm. So that's what scratch originally meant, but they took the word and they said scratch as in making music with the record. Also, another term is scribble. Scribble is like this when they're going fast. And there's every day people make up new words for new different types of styles and techniques. All right? Good. And I'll give it to the next person. Live, free.
Give it up for Raedawn. Give a clap for it. All right.